Hello, and welcome to Select 10. In June and July of 2025, Netflix released several popular movies. While these films may not be pleasing all critics, they are unquestionably popular with audiences and are simply enjoyable. Even though they do not offer highly innovative plots or visuals, these selections offer the kind of straightforward amusement that's ideal for a relaxed movie night. Number 5. Exterritorial. It is a 2025 fast-paced action thriller about Sarah Wolf, an ex-military agent whose kid disappears within the U.S. consulate in Frankfurt. Due to diplomatic protection and a lack of official authority, Sarah decides to take action and initiates her own unrelenting, risky rescue effort in a highly volatile setting. As she investigates further, she discovers a dark conspiracy and has to battle through crime and corruption to protect her kid. Exterritorial stands out for its clenched, claustrophobic environment and brutal action. Gorso gives a dominating performance, depicting Sarah as equally defenseless and strong, while the suspense remains constant altogether. The story may seem familiar to viewers of Taken or Extraction, but its European backdrop and emphasis on a mother's despair give it a new emotional resonance. Although its hurried pace and predictability are its weaknesses, the film's energetic action and execution make it entertaining. Number 4. Last Bullet. It is a 2025 action drama and a thrilling conclusion to Netflix's Lost Bullet film trilogy. Coming back, mechanic-turned-vigilante Lino and his trusted partner Julia return to use violent takedowns and exhilarating vehicle chases to destroy a dishonest organization that includes Commander Ress and rogue police officer Areski. Under the direction of Guillaume Pierret, the movie makes the most of its strengths, which include creative stunts, armored cars, and a dramatic encounter between a helicopter and a unique tow truck sequence. The plot revolves around revenge and justice, is functional but predictable, with flashbacks lending depth but little substance. Despite making sacrifices of narrative complexity, Last Bullet closes out the trilogy with a full-on flair and delivers non-stop car chaos, technical innovation, and harsh French action. Number 3. The Widow's Game. Inspired by the actual 2017 Black Widow of Patraix case that stunned Valencia, it is a 2025 suspenseful crime drama set in Spain. The narrative begins with the violent death of Antonio Navarro, who was discovered stabbed 7 times, which sets off a heated police inquiry headed by Detective Ava. The main suspect, Mai, his young widow, has an air of innocence that conceals a maze of affairs, deceit, and terrifying influence. The movie is a slow-burning investigation that prioritizes psychological nuance above visual impact. Though the narrative feels a little flat at times, all 3 performances, Vaquero's mysterious lead, Machi's calm investigator, and Tristan Ulos's entangled lover, elevated the film's inconsistent screenplay. For those who prefer dark psychological true crime stories that rely more on character-based suspense than surprise, A Widow's Game is worth seeing owing to its powerful performances and subtly ominous ambience. Number 2. KO. It is a 2025 crime-action thriller featuring real-life MMA champion Cyril Gane. The movie centers on Bastien, a former combatant who is troubled by his rival's unintentional death. However, when a rival's widow requests assistance in locating her stolen son in Marseille, Bastien is forced to return to the dark side, where he must deal with vicious organizations and his own remorse. The film has outstanding fight choreography, featuring harsh, genuine MMA-style moments that feel visceral and authentic. Fans who enjoy physical warfare will like the intense punches, wrestling, and hand-to-hand mayhem. Plus, the sharp cinematography and neon-streaked visuals intensify the frantic atmosphere of Marseille's grimy underworld. However, the script has little substance and relies largely on well-known action cliches, such as a tormented hero on an atonement quest and a simple rescue storyline. But all things considered, it is a gritty action movie with plenty of fighting, athletic realism, and good entertainment value. Number 1. Lost in Starlight. It is a 2025 animated science fiction romantic film directed by Han Ji-won. Set in a future Seoul around 2050, it centers on Jae, a quiet technician with musical aspirations, and Nanyang, an astronaut who is pursuing her mother's legacy on Mars. As Nanyang achieves her spot on a Mars expedition, their accidental encounter ignites a delicate, hopeful relationship that forces the couple to strike a balance between their developing love and the immensity of space. The animation is the real highlight here. It's rich, colorful, and emotionally stirring, enhancing even the most basic romantic rhythms and bringing out the best in the sentimental moments. Though the audience becomes fascinated by the genuine portrayal of belief, love, and personal development, the twin plotlines, Jae's stage anxiety and Nanyang's intergalactic survival, are unbalanced and tone-wise conflicting. Ultimately, it's most effective as an aesthetic journey infused with subtle emotions. Now, a few bonus movie picks that could not make it to the top 5. Brick. It is a 2025 sci-fi thriller movie directed by Tillman Singer. The film centers on inhabitants of a residential building who learn that an odd black wall has closed off their home. Without any means of communication with the outside world, the residents struggle to survive and discover the truth about what has actually occurred. Using a basic production design, Brick's visuals convey the cramped tension of its confined occupants in a dark and dreadful way. Although the main mystery is initially fascinating, the movie falls short of its potential owing to pacing problems in the second half, which slow down the story. Despite its shortcomings, Brick could be enjoyable to fans of mysteries with high-concept plots and philosophical themes. The Old Guard 2. The story picks up 6 months after the conclusion of the previous film, with immortal fighter Andy and her squad facing a formidable immortal who is considered to be the first of their kind. Simultaneously, Quinn returns after decades of imprisonment to seek revenge, which could destroy the team. The film provides elegant, energetic action while expanding on the idea of immortality. But with so many unsolved plotlines, the drama frequently feels like an introduction to a third movie. Although Theron is still an appealing lead, many of the characters have insufficient depth, and the film's hurried pace and lack of conclusion may irritate audiences who are hoping for a more satisfying plot. Overall, it's an entertaining viewing for fans of the original film, but it closes with more questions than answers, leaving the next chapter of the franchise uncertain. That's it for today. Thank you for watching this video. Do subscribe to our channel to see more videos related to movies and series suggestions.